What are synchronicities and how can I experience them?
It's so interesting that synchronicities, they are, it's such a temptation to pay attention to the outer world. And that is not how synchronicities come up. Synchronicities come up by you paying attention to the internal world, to your own nervous system, to your own alignment. So, in other words, the more you ignore, quote unquote, the outer world in order to fully focus on yourself, the more you make it likely, the more you make it happen that synchronicities come up or show up in your life. It's really something that is, I feel like synchronicities are a symptom of you having forgotten to function in this outer world that is about constant externalization. And instead of that, you somehow stopped functioning and just you have been immersed in your own inner richness, in your own complexity, in your own aliveness, in your own energy. And what happens then when I say embodiment or when I say nervous system, yes, I do mean the visible part of our being, so this body and this nervous system. However, I also mean all those layers of subtle energy bodies around us that are permeating through this physical body as well. And there is more alignment and more energetic openness, lucidity, so to speak, transparency happening between those other layers of our energy. And when we tap into this richness, when we forget about the external world, because um, nothing can be a match to our inner richness as much as we ourselves. So it's almost like you stop functioning in the outer world. You forget being distracted by the outer world. And then synchronicities, like I'm so amazed that something happened and I was dreaming it the night before, etc. It's the cherry on top. But it should never distract us from where it's coming from. To some extent, synchronicities are a proof for me that eventually everything is in this internal world. There is no external world in the most concrete sense. It's not a saying. It's something like we expand through all those layers of our being. We become alive in all those layers of our being and energy, that eventually it's like, yes, I can embrace the past. I can embrace another continent. I can embrace all those happenings in the universe. And when we are unfolding our potential into this direction, just more and more synchronicities are, they are a byproduct, and they are an inevitable byproduct. So it's sweet because it's like fun. It's like, yes, we are walking through a magic world, and we have always been doing that. We have just been too busy and too grown up, too serious, too bitter in order to realize it sooner. But eventually, synchronicities are just, I could say, the goddess way to play with us, to play with herself.
So, would you say that synchronicities and ecstasy, as you define it, are very connected?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, imagine synchronicities happening to somebody who refuses to be ecstatic. First of all, he or she wouldn't have that much fun with the synchronicities, so why should they want to come up anyway? But like first and foremost, of course, uh, ecstasy is a purifying force, and ecstasy is the most realigning force, or the most realigning state that we can experience on this physical or energetic dimension. So the more we tap into our inner ecstaticness, the more also within our internal world, synchronicities are happening all the time, everywhere. It's like the very principle of match, 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 match. It's happening everywhere because we are no longer blocking it. We are no longer standing in the way. So it's just a matter of time until this inner constant happening of synchronicities and of communication between all those different layers of our being expands and incorporates the so-called external world as well. Yes.
Thank you for checking out this video. Honestly, this is just the beginning, because my work is about transferring individual healing tools to the collective nervous system. And if you're curious about those events, I host free, totally free online events once a month approximately, and you are very welcome to join us. You are very welcome to feed the collective process by adding your individual power, your individual time, your individual resources to it. If you are curious, check out the link below this video, and thank you for your generosity contributing to this global process.